Hello and welcome to the Shop Titan Essential Guide to Update 18. This video will be covering Roland, the new items lines that he introduces with him, as well as a couple of other changes in the patch. If you wish to read this guide instead of listening to me witter on for a few minutes, please check out the links in the description box. So let's jump straight in. So here's Roland. As you can see, he's moved in next to Tamas. He is a new premium worker. You can hire him for $21.99 USD. He brings two new item lines into the game, quivers and dual wielding weapons. But first let's touch on his ability, because his ability alone is a good enough reason to hire him. What Roland's ability does is on every one of your heroes, you can pick a skill, just one skill, unfortunately. It would be very broken if not, but you can pick one skill and reroll it into any other skill that hero would be allowed to learn for free, which is awesome. So I'm going to share an example here. So I'm going to go into this warden. We're going to get rid of sturdy here. So we're going to hit reroll skill. Now if you look, you can see I can pick any skill that I want. In this case specifically, we're going to look for the upgraded version. Hit select. And you can see here Roland says, look, I can do it only once per hero, but go ahead. Now the numbers on the right hand side don't reflect the current rank of the skill. They are only showing the rank 1 stats. That will hopefully be changed by the time this update goes out, but just a heads up, if it looks lower than the skill you're replacing, it could just be because it's showing the rank 1 version of it. So let's hit retrain, and there we go. And that is incredible. It's really great for Grandmasters because you don't have to worry about finding their exclusive skill. It's great for finding a weapon skill on otherwise perfect DPS classes. It's great for here. You see I upgraded my tank skill to a much more survivable one. It's awesome. Like, this is a huge game changer. It does fall off, obviously, once you've finished your roster and you've done all your heroes and you've got them all rerolled with Roland, then this ability does nothing, but for the time that you use it, incredible. Awesome. 10 out of 10. Let's now move on to his two item lines. Let's start by taking a look at quivers. So the first thing you might notice is that the line starts at tier 5. This appears to be the new starting point for item lines now. Kabam apparently hate giving us cheap things to ascend. No idea why. You can see the line largely favours a leather fabric combination, the only exception being the tier 12 one. And you may have also noticed that based on each of the dungeons. So we've got over here, we've got Whispering Bog, we've got Sun God's Tomb, we've got Void Dimension. Nothing unusual in the milestones. Let's take a quick look. See there, nothing unusual there. Nothing strange in the Ascension track either, it's all business as usual. What sets quivers apart as an accessory is the two special features about them. So, first of all, they only work if your hero is wearing a bow, a crossbow, or a gun. If they're not wielding any of those, then a quiver does nothing. I will show that to you now as an example, if we bring up this hero. So if I go here, this is a spell knight, and you can see the quiver slot here. It won't actually let me equip a quiver. It goes, nope, you haven't got a matching weapon, not allowed. But if we give them a bow, suddenly quiver's like, yeah, sure, you can equip me. Now, if you're thinking of getting clever and think, okay, now what happens if I unequip the bow? It just goes to 0 stats. They already thought ahead, sadly. Now, whilst you have one equipped, and you've also specifically only for bows, increases the attack of the bow by 30%, as well as if the bow has HP or defense on it, it will also raise that by 30%. This makes bows more competitive because for the longest time, they've basically been terrible. Like, you wouldn't really use them outside of happening to roll bow mastery, and these days, if you roll bow mastery, well, you can use Roland to fix that into marksman. But apart from that, they are pretty cool. They all have dual stats that all attack and defense. If we get some paid ones and packs, maybe we'll see like an attack HP one. The crit one would be quite cool. But, you know, as accessories goes, they are pretty nice. I do have a list, if you give me a second, to show you who can wear them and where. Let me bring that up a second. There we go. The only Bad one, we'll call it bad here. If you look for druids, the quiver slot goes into their spell slot. This is terrible. You would never put a quiver in there. You would lose so much attack swapping out the spell for a quiver. It's ridiculous. It reminds me, so warlocks, as a little fun fact, originally desserts that they can equip, they were going to go into a spell slot as well. And we mentioned to Kabam, this is a terrible idea, because why would a warlock ever give up a spell? You'd be giving up so much attack. And it's a similar situation here. Druids would lose so much, just forget that they can equip quivers, trust me, you'll be better off. Really nice on musketeers, because currently that slot is shared by only an amulet, so now they've got a more offensive option. Everyone else, see how it goes. You probably wouldn't use it on mages either, because you'd normally just staff on them to go with their innate. So the spellcasters basically got a bit screwed here. Spell blades and spell knights, sure, they can use it. The other two, I wouldn't bother. Oh, anyways, that covers quivers, so let's go talk about dual wields now. Dual wield weapons are, unsurprisingly, a weapon line, which is the offer line Roland brings. So as you can see, much like with quivers, they start at tier 5, because yes, forget having anything cheap to ascend ever again. The ascension track is nothing unusual. The milestones on them can be a little bit weird. If we take a look at the tier 14 one, for example, you'll notice there is no time reduction milestone on either the mastery or the ascension tracks. For a lot of the lower tier ones, the resource reduction and the time reduction milestones are usually the other way around. This is an intentional design decision, we've been told. So there you have it. Dual wield weapons give Warlord finally their own premium item line. It gives them something good to keep it competitive, because Warlord has always kind of suffered as they don't have access to the cool stuff like guns, instruments. They've been left with hoping we get a good sword. As for who can equip dual wield weapons, it depends on the weapon itself. So if we take a look at the tier 14 weapon here, and we tap on this little eye, this is your favourite friend for this patch, promise you. You can see here it's considered an axe and a dagger. So that means any hero who can wear axes, or any hero can wear daggers, they can use this weapon, even if they can't wear the other type. So if it's, say, for example, a thief who can use daggers but not axes, they can still wield this. And as you can see by its attack, that puts it on par with the tier 14 baseline gun and the tier 14 baseline wand. So the only item line stronger than dual wield is instruments, which is, I guess they didn't want to obsolete Johann too early. But either way, it's pretty cool. The lower tier dual wield weapons, they tend to only be one type. So if we look at Tonfas, for example, they're just maces. Whether this line works out or not, it's going to rely on see what premium ones we get from packs. I mean, the tier 14 one's already good out the gate, don't get me wrong, 1450 attack is nothing to be sneezed at. But the lack of a dual stat at the minute sucks. But they'll fix that. They'll fix it. They like money too much. We'll get ones that replace it. That covers dual wields. A couple of other things to cover quickly in this patch. They've made some changes to the guild finder algorithm. They've said to make it suck less, because it did kind of suck. So you got some new features now. If we go on the guild finder for the players tab, you can see you can filter between worldwide and nearby. No idea what it defines as nearby. If it's like the leaderboards, it's going to be talking lies anyways. And then for the guild tab, you can filter to guilds using the same language that you are. So, you know, hopefully that helps people. There's meant to be some new perks that increase the bounty board capacity, but they're not working right now, so your guess is as good as mine how much they cost. And that, I think, about covers it. I hope you found this video helpful. Please leave feedback in the comments below.